This is Liv from LIV SIN and you're watching Loud TV. No, it's the real reason. Two of the guys from Sister Sin were just too burnt out from the touring. We were a heavily touring band, and so I totally understand that it gone too far for them with the personal life and with the constant being away from home and never knowing if the finances would be enough and that. So it was the main reason. They just were so tired that they didn't want to tour again, and you can't force people to play, so. Yeah, and it was not my choice because it was the choice of the band members who left the band to not continue with it, and me and the drummer, we were thinking, it's like, should we find two new band members? No, it would not be Sister Sin. It's better that we just end it. So when it was still like very good, and we are all still friends, so it's no hard feelings. So. For me, it's kind of not a choice to not play music. I don't know what to do if I'm not playing music, and I'm also the kind of person who I love being on roads. I love being on tour. I get very when I'm home, I want to climb the walls after a while, and I just want to go back out. So I think that you have to be that type of person to be able to be very long in the business. No, in the beginning I had a lot of people asking me if I wanted to join them on their projects, or they had ideas, oh, I have songs for you, but it was more, all the style were more like pop rock or sleaze rock or industrial metal, and you start thinking, yeah, maybe I should do this, but that's not me, and I would never put my heart in it in that way. So when I was really talking to myself, like, what do I want? I want to play metal. I don't want to play pop rock or anything like that. So then I will try to do this by myself, finding my own musicians that actually understands the music that I want to play. So it was what do you call it? It was I could choose between different types, but I wanted to go with what my heart said. Since I was a teenager, in my early teenager, I was listening a lot to Nirvana and the grunge and stuff like that, and I had this idea I wanted to be Courtney Love. So I think that's how it all started. I thought that Courtney Love was the coolest girl ever. So, and I also wanted to be that cool with the guitar and all this kind of stuff. So it started in that age for me. And then I just made up my mind. I wanted to play music. I wanted to play heavy music, and I just continued. The drummer I've already kind of found, because that's my boyfriend, so I know that he was immediately hired when I started something new. It was like, okay, he didn't even have a choice. It was like, yes, I have a drummer. And then I needed guitar, someone who could help me making the songs the music I wanted to do, because I play guitar but I'm not very good at it. So when I tried to do the riffs, it was like, no, this is not going to work. I need somebody who actually can do this. And one of my best friend's husband was a guitar player. And so I asked him if he wanted to try to do a little songs for me, or he wanted to be in the band, but he was more of a punk rock guitar player. I asked him, and I said, you have to play metal. Do you want to play metal? And he said, absolutely, I try. And he came up with all these riffs, and they was just like the riffs I wanted. So he was also very quickly hired. But then I had a little bit hard time finding my solo guitar player and the bass player. The solo guitar player I found just before we started recording the album, and I found him on Instagram actually, which is kind of funny. He followed me, and I followed him back, and I'm like, oh, this guy's pretty good. I like him. I like the way he plays his solos, and I asked him if he wants to join, and he was immediately interested. So he got into the band just before the recording, and then after the recording we still didn't have a bass player. We were kind of stressing out about it, and I just put out everywhere. I was just asking people, do you know any bass player? Do you know any bass player? and then the Swedish band Hardcore Superstar, which is one friends with Hardcore Superstar, and they said, well, our crew guy over there, Tommy, he's a bass player, you should ask him. So I did, and he tried out, and so now I hope they won't kill me for stealing their crew. Yeah, exactly, because Sister Sin were on tour quite a few times with Udio, and we got pretty close to, especially Fitty, and he always gave us some advice, and he was a little bit like a mentor to us younger band. And he once said that, hey, I want to produce a record with you guys, but that never happened. And when I was suddenly out of a band and just me, then I remember that, and I thought I asked Fitty if he would be interested in doing something with me now when I'm alone or solo. And he said yes immediately. I said yes, this is really, I have so many ideas. And he works with Stefan Kaufmann, so Fitty is kind of helping out with the pre-production and making everything together. And then the recording is at Stefan Kaufmann's studio, and then Stefan also got his of course, because he's a producer, so I would say that it's mostly the Stefan Kaufmann has produced the sound, and how the songs are today is thanks to Kaufmann. Yeah, so I went to Germany, awesome guy to work with, and a lot of experience there, so it's like I have learned so much from him. So it was one of the easiest recordings I've done, because he made me feel very just calm and very in the right spot. But still, I don't like being in the studio so much. With the new project, actually, I can write my own lyrics, and I can write about things that close to my heart also. So, but it's a bit of a challenge in the beginning when you're like, okay, I haven't written a lyric for like 10 years. How do I do this? How do I even start? So it took a little bit of time to get into the writing again, but I had to dig deep. But then now I'm very happy that I actually can be able to sing my own lyrics. Mostly it was the common life or the world around us, and especially it was a period when I was very disappointed at the world and the humanity, and I kind of lost the faith in the humanity, and that makes good lyrics when you're like angry at something or just disappointed. That's good lyrics often. So it's a lot of maybe disappointment, or just how I see the world and my opinions about what's happening in the world, and also of course about things that I have experienced, self-experienced things and emotions. Some of the lyrics are more like from me, from my deeper feelings. Festivals, especially in Scandinavia. Then we are hoping to go touring during the fall to have a longer European tour, and hopefully come to France.